All right, we are going to tie a knot on the end of our string, one knot there, and then we're going to go again and do another knot. So we're going to do two knots, two double knots, and try and get it in the same area. Great. And it's your double knot there. And now we're going to get our scissors and we're going to cut the tail end of it. Okay, try and get it as close as you can. All right, and then if you have a lighter, you can burn the end of it so that the thread won't come undone, the knot won't come undone. All right, there we go. So now we have one end that has the knot, the two double knots, and now we're going to the other end of our thread, and now we're going to thread our needle. All right, got it through, pull it all the way, like probably like not all the way, I mean like probably like 6 inches worth of a tail. We're just going to leave that and we're not going to tie it or anything, so we're just going to keep it like that, keep a tail of like about 6 inches worth. Okay, so now we're going to pick up our beaded earring, and of course we have that the leather piece in the back. So now we're going to go and put our needle in between two of those beads. Doesn't matter where you start, but just put it in between two of the beads, and we're going to pull, and we're going to pull all the way until we come to the end of that knot. And give it a little tug there, and you shouldn't be able to see the knot since it's in between those two beads. So now we're going to pick up one bead, and this is how we started off. We're just going to pick up one bead. Now we're going to string it, there we go, all the way down. And now we're going to go through on top again, and it should be about a bead width worth. I'm sorry. Actually just going back into where we threaded it, where we first put in our thread. All right, give it a little tug there. And now we're going to go back up through that bead and pull. All right, and so now it should lay flat on the edge, through the back and then a little through the front, so it should look like that. All right, now we're going to pick up two beads this time. Two beads of the same color, or you can alternate between colors, but I'm going to use the same color all the way around. Picking up two beads, put it all the way through, and then we're going to go about a bead width, and that's where we're going to put in our needle. So you see how it's like the bead width, so we're going to go over a bead width, kind of measuring out of where we need to place our needle, and then pull it, and then we're going to go up through that last bead that we picked up. Okay, and then we're going to pull. Okay, so now it should look like we have like a little triangle there. That outer bead in the middle should be sticking out. So now we pick up two more beads. 2 beads. All right, now we're going to put it all the way to the end there, and then we're going to about beads width worth, measuring it out, poke it through, pull it, and going through that last bead there that we had on our thread, and pull it through. So now, there we go. So we repeat this process again all the way around, picking up 2 more beads again. So we pick up 2 beads every time now. Going through, measuring it by that pink bead. That's what I mean by beads worth. And pull it. Go through that last bead in and pull. So now that last bead should lay kind of flat. All right. So now we're going to do that whole same process all the way around until we come up about maybe 2 beads worth. We'll leave it a space in between. That's kind of where we will stop right there. So we'll leave a little space there. About 2 beads worth.
All right, we're gonna pick up 3 beads.
So now we're here at the end.
So you see how before we do that, though,
about
but you
2
see how I
beads
left
worth
like about
of space
here. Good enough space, like about maybe 2 beads worth.
And now,
so now we're just gonna pick up 3 beads now.
We are going to pick up 3 beads now. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're just gonna string that all the way down.
All the way through.
Then we're gonna get our fish hook here, earring hook.
Fish hook
and we're just going to put it in the way the earring is. Like that.
We're gonna put it through our thread there, or string it through.
Like
and it should be pointing towards the back, or at least how you put on an earring. You want the front to show, so that back piece should be
3 more
towards
beads.
the back. And we're gonna pick up 3 more beads, the same color. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and we're just gonna go string it all the way.
All right. So it should look like that.
Okay. Now,
and so now we are going to thread our needle into that very first bead.
Through this
that we started with.
Here.
So we're going to put our needle through that very first bead we started with. Put it through there.
I'm just going to pull it.
And we're just going to pull it. Pull it all the way. Okay.
You can adjust that later.
All right. Give it a little tug there.
And we just kind of
and
pull
then
it.
Now we're going to get our needle
We're going to go through the back.
Poke through the back of the
just go in the back
earring now. Just poke through the back. Kind of right where that first bead starts. So just bring our needle to the front and poke it through the back.
No.
Whoops, that piece came off. So if it does come off, you can actually put it back on, but make sure to tighten that end there, either with a scissor or if you have one of the pliers, earring tools, then you can just shut it just a little bit tight, so it won't come off.
Okay.
All right. So now we're gonna get
our
go back needle, and we're going now to go back up through those 3 beads that we went through, or the 6 beads that we just put on. So go through that first bead, through your needle, and all through 1, 2, 3 beads on one end, and then we're going to put it through those last 3 or 4 beads that we had right there, Yep. Put all the way through.
All those beads there.
So our string should be going through all those beads that we just put on.
Okay.
And so now,
Great. Now,
go turn it over to the
this is
front.
the part to where
Okay,
we
turn it over. And so now,
can tie it
when we
off.
do that.
Okay, so now we just gonna use our knot or our string. And
We're
then
gonna
just
poke
going
through
to
again.
Double knot it on the end here.
Actually, we're just going to tie a knot in the back since we already kind of finished in the back. We're just going to tie 2 knots in the back now, and tying the knot all the way towards the edge of the back. So
let's try it
we
again.
went through all 6 of those beads, and so when we did that, now we just kind of make 2 knots to finish it off. So we're just going to make 2 knots at the end
in the area
to finish it off. So I'm going to make sure to get it as close as you can to the backing there, your knot. Okay, so we got.
Okay, then we're just gonna do another
Yeah,
knot.
we're going to do another knot in the same area again. Okay, there we go.
And then we
Alrighty,
can just
so
get
now we
our
just get our
scissors.
scissors and we cut off this tail end here.
Hi.
Get it as close as you can, and then we
And
are
then
going
get our
to
handy
get our
dandy
lighter,
lighter.
and then we're just
And
gonna
just like
light
this
the tail end of that there, so that so the knot will not come out. It can be intact and stay in place there and hold its place.
Yeah.
And there we go.
It should look like that.
You
in the
have
back.
your finished earring. How it looks in the back.
And there you go.
And there's the front, of
Earring.
course. And there you have your beaded earring, finishing the edge and adding the hook. Thank you.